If you ask the average person to define a rich person, they will likely describe someone with a private island, a fleet of supercars, and a mansion with 12 bathrooms. Morgan Housel argues that this fantasy is actively keeping you poor because it sets an impossible standard. True financial success, according to the transcript, looks incredibly boring, but it is also infinitely more achievable. Housel redefines wealth as having stable housing for yourself and your family, having a little bit of a cushion to fall back on if you get laid off or face a medical emergency, being able to have a dignified retirement, and being able to spend time with your kids without financial panic. That is the real goal. That level of wealth is not reserved for lottery winners or tech entrepreneurs. It is within the grasp of virtually every person listening to this episode, provided they change their behavior. The problem is that we have been told for generations that to become rich, you need the right educational background, the right career, and the right family connections. That is a lie. You can be a janitor who saves $50 a week for 40 years and ends up with $1 million net worth thanks to compound interest. You can be a teacher who drives a used car and retires comfortably at 65. The magic trick is lowering your expectations of what wealth looks like. If you define wealth as a Lamborghini, you will always feel poor until you buy it, and then you will feel poor again the moment a newer model comes out. But if you define wealth as the ability to sleep through the night without worrying about your mortgage, you can achieve that feeling starting today by simply adjusting your mindset. Financial independence is not about owning stuff. It is about owning your time and your choices.